Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the fourth video in my Hades 2 Chronicle. We're just gonna continue right where we left off. Last time we learned all about and experimented with the Sister Blades, the second of the weapons that Melinoë has wielded here. And today we will be trying out a new one that was unlocked last time. So let's check that out right now and learn about the combat mechanics. And as discussed previously, this is the weapon that has the Grave Thirst ability, which is why I'll be choosing it. And every location I successfully defeat, pass through, using the weapon will gain me, it looks like, 3 bones. So it's a steady source of passive income. Let's check these out.
Should help me gather bones.
This is the flames of the Umbral Flames, Ygnium. And they're kind of similar to the ones Hecate wields, you can see. Only I actually have to touch mine. Hecate, you can manipulate hers psionically, it seems. Alright, so let's see what the basic attack is. Okay, so we have a ranged attack for the basic attack. That's not like most of the others. The range is not bad. I think they increased it recently, but it's not indefinite. So range is here. Does minor damage, but if you hold down the attack, you can see it winds up, and then very quickly the Omega attack, I've just shown you both, a regular, and then when you hold it in for just a few seconds, a bigger attack occurs, and then you can just keep repeating it. The bigger attack is only 5 magic each time. So we've got basically a ranged fire attack, you could say. So the special attack is this. Okay, they've done some tinkering with this between the pregame and this release. This is a little different. So basically, a very rapidly whirling or orbiting flame that can hit twice. So you can only one can be active at a time, but you can spam them pretty quickly. And let's see what the Omega special is. Okay, worth 25. It shoots out orbiting flames that last for quite a while, and I can walk around and do other things while they're orbiting and doing their thing. Interesting. I'll tell you truly that the flames are not really my favorite weapon. Either in their earlier incarnations throughout pre-testing or pre-game release and now. But well, let's see what we can do with it. Yeah, my usual style before they changed things was just to run around like a lunatic, spamming this. I'm not sure that's going to work as well anymore, especially since they changed the normal attack a little bit. But enough playing around. We'll see. There's still a dash strike, same thing. The cast, same thing. All of that is the same. Alright, so this is Ygnium, the Umbral Flames, and we will use them for another run. Let's see if Erebus will plague us this time. That is off limits. Let me check my keepsakes. Maybe choose. Okay. Let's go ahead and use this one. On the off chance that Eris does not appear in the Fields of Mourning, which would be my signal that I can press on and try to defeat Cerberus, the boss of the Fields of Mourning for real, this is going to help out a lot with that. So let's give it a try.
The eye.
Okay. However, I have just forgotten something. You can... No, you can't yet. Okay, never mind. Getting ahead of myself? Okay, let's just do this. We'll equip the evil eye. Great. Okay. And we can still hear Artemis singing in the background. Alright, let us go down.
Into the dark. The lightning sigil.
Oh. This is our first time encountering this Olympian. Who could it be? Let's see.
The king of the gods must have his hands full recently. In the name of Hades, Olympus, I accept this message.
The king of the gods. Here we go.
Young lady, so we meet at last. Emerged from all that gloom to help us settle an old score. If you possess your father's strength, then we have the advantage. Let us strike.
Okay, so we make the acquaintance of Zeus, king of the Olympians, with all the little lightning and the storm animations going on, striking a bold pose. Very nice. His boons are, unsurprisingly, all lightning based. Okay, so the attack with this boon, my attack would inflict the Blitz curse, and what that means is after it's a kind of a silent curse that after 4 seconds go by, or after they take 120 more damage, they are struck by lightning for even more damage, 80 in this case. So okay, kind of a delayed effect boon. This one, rushing, every time you rush, foes surround you. Every time you dash, foes surround you are struck by lightning for this much damage. And this one, this is kind of this is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, magic regeneration boons when I'm going all the way. In each and every encounter, an ether font appears, and you can use it to restore all of your mana. Magic, which means you can control when you do it, and it gives you everything back. And then a new ether font appears in 10 seconds. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get this, even though it doesn't immediately affect my attacks or specials. Let's do it.
Lord Uncle's Titan
And there's the ether. Oh, they improved the graphics on that. Okay. So here's what happens when I use it. You can see I'm down to 60. Just boom, up to 70, and 10 seconds later, a new one will appear. And that's going to be good for this weapon, because I suspect I'll be using a lot of magic just without even meaning to as I'm executing the attack.
Looks like a new path out.
And I just gained 3 bones. I don't know if you saw that, because I finished one location with the Grave Thirst weapon equipped. There we go. Go ahead and use that. I'm going to try and have that up. Since I've got the ether font, there's no reason not to have that up most times. By that I mean the Omega special. Yeah, this is working out alright. So I gained 50 bones.
Mine.
And then the +3 you may have seen appears rapidly. Yeah, I think I can use this weapon a little more due to its final round of tinkering that they've done with it. Really did not like it that much prior to this. Alright, palm or coin. This is one of the rare times when I'm going to take coin. The palm here, since I only have one boon, it would be forced to improve this one, and I'm really not too excited about the improvement, which would just shorten the reappearance time. It's not like it can restore more than all of my magic, and I don't judge that to be that helpful. So let's go for the coin instead. Alright, looks like we can get another Zeus boon coming up. Let me try something different this time. Try spamming the specials like I usually do when using this weapon. You can't get quite as much range, but yeah, it's not working as well for me. I think I'm going to go back to doing what I did before. Oh, yeah. Or doing what I've been doing since the beginning of this run and actually using the special. Sorry, using the attack. Whew, where's my mind today? There we
go. In the name of Hades.
Okay, so the same attack boon as before. A cast boon. Okay, that's not a bad cast boon. The same rush boon as before as well. I'm not as big a fan of Blitz as I am of other curses on my primary abilities, so let's choose the cast one. Basically, lightning strikes repeatedly for this much damage to everyone in your cast circle, which is pretty cool.
No getting used to that.
Okay, Ash or Nectar. Gonna go Nectar. I need to remember to use my cast boon. Let's see, there's the lightning going down. No one's in the circle at the moment, but here we go. Just lightning taking them down. If I seem a little clumsy with this, it's because I'm really just getting used to the new version of this weapon. In some ways, it's as new to me as it will be to you playing for the first time. In some ways. Okay, so more magic. I think more magic's going to help us. I'm not using the silver wheel anymore, so I have reduced mana magic compared to what I used to, and I'm using magic rather quickly. So let's get some of this, even with the regen ability. All I need is a hex from Selene, and then I'll really be in business with all the magic I'm using. Okay, where's that ether font? There it is, of course, right next to that thing.
A soul tonic.
Oh, okay, got a entry here for wastrels. Those enemies with the big cleave attack. There is no escape from Erebus. You have seen shades shimmering in the hollows of old trees in search of exits that do not exist. Well, there is no crossing through such thresholds without paying the necessary toll. To these folks, I suppose. Okay. And this is going to give me 30.
All is possible.
Very nice. Okay, I think you all know by now which of these two I'm going to choose. Okay, the shadow again. Okay, let's take care of the root stalkers or whatever they're called first. Okay, gonna need to whip through here quickly. Hello! Goodbye. Nice. Glad they increased the range on the attack. It used to be at least a bit shorter than that. As I think I've mentioned before, you want to just lure it into an attack, and then duck out as it swipes.
It's gone.
Cool.
You could have informed us, informed me, whilst you grew supple and strong in the witch's care. Yet knowing Hecate, she must have deemed the risk too great. I understand. I'll try to understand.
Demeter's had it rather tough. In the last game, she was exposed to the sudden knowledge that her daughter, Persephone, the mother of Melinoë, is alive and well and had been in the Underworld for the last however many years. And while she's freaking out, Demeter not knowing where her daughter is, and she had to kind of come to terms with that. And here again, she's having to come to terms with her granddaughter suddenly being revealed as alive and in training. So, yeah, gotta have a little sympathy for old Demeter. Well. Here, ooh, this is tempting. Okay, I love having this on my attack, the freeze, but then this one, as I've said before, steady rarity increase for random boons. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna try and play the longer game tonight. Do it. Okay. Ash or ash, great. And stuck.
Answer my call.
I think she said that because I used terrain against him. I'm low on ashes. I really got to prioritize this. Oh, hello, Selene. Let's go for that one. Let's go, Selene. Always salute the moon.
Moonlight sorry. Habit.
Yeah, moonlight guides you is one of the stock phrases among the Silver Sisters, I suppose, or the Unseen or whoever. And kind of silly to say that to the moon herself.
I call upon the moon and draw you down.
Our charge as Silver Sisters is to work in shadow to uphold the will of night. Olympus remains unaware of us, that their own goddess of the hunt is one of us, that their own messenger serves us as well. Let us keep it this way.
Whoa. Tons of info here, of lore at least. So Selene herself is one of the Silver Sisters. That brings the total that we know of to 4. Melinoë, Selene, Hecate, and Artemis. Olympus, meaning the gods on Mount Olympus, remain unaware of this association at all, so they're kind of secret. And that Artemis belongs to us, of course they wouldn't, and also that the messenger, and the messenger god is of course Hermes. I don't think that's any huge surprise, we haven't met him yet. That Hermes serves, or at least works with, the Silver Sisters. Interesting. A lot of stuff going on beneath the gods' noses. Alright.
Which suits you?
I can tell you right away which is going to suit me, the Wolf Howl. Okay, this one we had last time, the hex that restores health, or was it 2 times ago? I don't know. We've seen this one. This one, it basically resurrects the last foe you've killed who is susceptible to the hex to fight for 12 seconds. Interesting, but doesn't compare to this, which is maybe my favorite one of all of the hexes, Wolf Howl. At only 50 magic, not a great deal of magic, you basically jump up in the air, crash down anywhere else visible on the map very quickly, and do 200 damage in a large area. And because it happens so quickly, it's actually a great defensive hex. It can really get you out of trouble if you need to basically teleport across the map. And it so happens to have the full moon glow and benefit the most from the Path of Stars. If I'll ever find a Path of Stars, we haven't seen that yet. I'll show you what it does.
Wolf Howl.
Okay, because I get it immediately when you first find Selene. My cursor's over here, and I press F, and boom. Almost instantaneous leap, then you're immune to damage while this is happening, and bam, ton of damage over here. Pretty nice. And look at what awaits us next, a Daedalus Hammer. Alright, Wolf Howl's available. Let's try it out. Boom. Very nice. Cool.
Silence.
Alright, let's see how the hammer affects the Umbral Flames. Okay, this one, the attacks that you shoot out, they stick around for 2 seconds and then come back toward you after you dash, doing damage to anyone in the path. Interesting. This one, attacks fire 20% farther, and deal plus 30% damage, And this one, Omega Special, lasts for 2 seconds additional. Well, I think for me, I'm a simple man. I like simple stuff. Let's just get those attacks farther and heavier. Bam.
Burn brighter, Ygnium.
Yeah. And you can check that out here. Yeah, they're going farther and they're doing more damage. Nice. Okay. Cool. Wow. Let's talk to Miss Hestia here. Okay, Wolf Howl is up. Lovely.
Flame sigil.
Pretty nice. Okay.
You should have seen it, dearie, when we brought old Kronos down. Took 6 of us at least, but we got him. Little wonder he's all sore about it still. We'll just have to dispose of him more thoroughly. Cremation, mayhaps.
Of course, she would like cremation. So she's referring to the time when the gods, 6 of them it seems, took him down ages and ages ago, when the Olympians wrested control of the earth from the Titans. Yeah, so they did not cremate him. They did not merely kill him. We'll let him say a little later on what they did to him, although I've kind of alluded to it already, I believe. Alright. So, specials inflict scorch. Foes perish in a blast that damages surrounding foes. And this one, which would replace that ether font of Zeus's with this one. Now, I'm happy with the ether font. Let's go with this. Specials doing scorch damage. Cool.
Felt that.
Cool. So, alright. I've easily got enough coin to benefit from the shop.
I located something.
Thank you. Oh, nice. Need that silver.
Silver.
Yeah. Yes, boss. What's up?
A special offer of some sort, my lord. I've returned as much gold as I could, but know full well it isn't easy for you to procure the goods you provide. Why,
Oh.
thank you.
Okay. He's given me this.
Redeemed this at the Crossroads, is that it?
Alright, can I see what that is? It's an indulgence. Okay, so a new kind of item to be traded, I guess.
Exclusive access to Charon's premium wares.
Okay. Obol points, used to redeem rewards from Charon's stash in the Crossroads. Earned each time you spend 1,000 gold to redeem rewards from Charon's stash. Okay. No longer paid in Obols of the Dead, the boatman takes his toll in a different way. I wonder why he's no longer being paid in Obols of the Dead. Perhaps what's going on with this attack on Olympus and what's going on in the Underworld is affecting the mortal world as well. I don't know. Cool. So for now, we can heal. No thank you. Random boon, Palm of Power, or Uncle Poseidon.
This one.
Whatever gold you paid ought to be at the bottom of the sea. Who does that Kronos think he is, showering mortals with shiny metals?
Okay, so Kronos apparently is dispensing gold freely on mortals, no less. Okay, interesting. Okay, so this is a nice attack, but as I said last time, this is one of the ones I try to get nice and early. Minor finds are worth more, plus 50% more, and right now I receive a smattering of gold, health restoration, and bones. So let's get this. Okay, so all of these are worth 50% more than they would be otherwise. There's 30, 75, 30, and some bones. Nice. Okay, I think I'll save the rest of my coin. Oh, you know what? Let's give a gift to Karen. Why not? I've got 1 nectar. Let's see what he might give us in return.
Would you indulge me for a moment, boatman? If we're to restore the old order around here, I was thinking why not start like this? Wait, are you certain there's no charge for this?
The skepticism in her voice. Okay, a gold purse, new keepsake. Can't check it out yet. Have to wait till return to the Crossroads. But let's see what I learned about Karen. One of the elder sons of Night. So here, yet again, the son of Nyx, child of Nyx. He has served the realm beneath the earth in a variety of ways for some eons. He once ferried the dead to their final resting place as the psychopomp, again, of Greek mythology. That word I love, but now has other burdens. Why is he no longer ferrying the dead to the Underworld? Huh, okay, something's going on down there. Even his own kin struggle to communicate with him and find him to be off-putting, cryptic, or aloof. You are pleased to know him otherwise. And again, no real proof of why she can understand him and her brother Zagreus could not in the first game. A point of some humor in the first game, but she seems to understand him perfectly well. Okay, on to the boss fight.
I can beat her.
Compose yourself.
I'll get him, Headmistress. I swear it. All that you've taught, I'll bring to bear. And no matter the obstacles that stand in the way, Kronos shall fall by my hand.
I require no convincing, Melinoë, although perhaps you do. However much I've taught, what's important is you're a capable student.
Thank you.
I have to be more than that.
Seriously, capable is not the most complimentary thing she could say. Oh. Oh man, okay. Yeah, it was avoidable. That's sloppy. Wolf owl.
Total eclipse. Join me, sisters.
Oh dear, okay. My focus is really off. I promise you, I'm not trying to lose. I'm just not doing great tonight. Could be the new weapon, but I don't think it's entirely that. Alright. So there's my Death Defiance used already. Okay, Okay, as I mentioned before, I use that purely defensively to get out of the way of the hex. That being my own hex. Sorry, a bit distracted.
Selene smite you. Well fought, but I cannot mend your wounds, and neither shall your enemies.
Yeah, they can react to your health status, health level, things like that. So she's basically telling me I'm hurt.
Victory.
Okay, well, as a result of that, the one Demeter boon activated and raised the rarity level of my special attack. I also, did I just gain, yes, okay. I gained a Book of Shadows entry on the sisters that accompany Hecate, Sister of the Dead. That which you study and practice may take eternity to master. Rather impressive, then, how certain mortals can grasp some of it during their brief time alive. Now they are your sisters by creed. They revel in silence and follow orders well. It's easy to forget that you are an immortal, that you, the player, are Melinoë, not a mortal being at all. So, yeah, cool. And here's Cinder. Cool. What is not cool is how poorly I did in that battle. That was rather unfortunate and embarrassing. But let's press on after examining this.
Beneath the outer edge of Erebus extends a hidden region of the Underworld, known only to few, and navigable only by fewer still.
Okay, I guess that's our path down.
Let's hope so.
Alright, I'll gain some of this health back, but I won't be gaining my Death Defiance back, by normal means at least. Okay, restore 10 here. Alright, no Kronos to taunt us this time. Do a quick check here. Yeah, I forgot to mention the new cards I opened up at the end of the last video. I think this one was the new one. Channeling Omega moves makes everything move slower. And the moon. Right. The big one, or the nice one. This one automatically charges up my hex as though I were using one magic every second. Right, forgot to recap that.
Going down.
Down to Oceanus. Oof, gonna have to step it up if I'm gonna get much farther. I won't even need Eris to limit me.
That singing.
Okay, check it out. Double bones. Sometimes you get a room reward that is 2 of these more minor ones. Never 2 of the big ones. Except for a special kind of room that you'll see soon, probably.
Come,
Oh,
Logos.
my goodness, okay. Not all at once. Okay, so a total of 150 being enhanced, I believe, by that Poseidon boon. So that's a lot of bones right there. Boom. A lot of doubles here. Interesting. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Double ash.
Going in.
That was a waste.
Next.
Yeah, 15 of these. Zeus or a heart? Definitely Zeus. Ugh. One thing that's tough about Oceanus is the close confines. A little off target there.
All quiet.
You may have noticed in this video and the last that the Olympians tend to come in runs. I got a whole lot of Demeter last time, seem to be getting a whole lot of Zeus this time.
Hear me, on my authority.
Okay, alright, here we go. This, I think it was 2 videos ago or so that I mentioned that Hestia has a cast boon that I absolutely love that allows you to use it as a ranged weapon instead of around your feet. This is the other one that achieves the same thing. It doesn't have quite the range. It's a little limited, but it's instantaneous. You click somewhere, bam, your circle is there, and foes within start being struck by lightning. Or I believe it's a single lightning strike. So this one is very nice.
Good.
So you can see, if I put my cursor here, right there, no weight involved. And that is, I believe, yeah, that is in addition to the Zeus cast I already have. So this is not a primary cast one, the one I just got, Lightning Lance. It's a supplementary cast boon. And I will take it in a heartbeat. Ooh, okay. Mini boss coming up. Alright, let's just keep going in on Zeus. Why not?
You're in my way.
Just gotta be careful with those. You have to pay attention where the circles go, not where the fire appears to be going. Look at where they're going to land, not where they are in the air, in other words. Oh, I'm staring right at the enemy. Okay. Now you can see I'm using that long distance effect to great effect. Very long distance cast. Just staying away. Throwing it down. Boom. Yeah.
Hideous thing.
Sloppy, but could have been worse.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Ooh, okay. Alright, well this could influence my attacks at a rare level, and they'll start doing blitz, which is great. I'm kind of interested in this one. Anytime you use magic of any sort, a random foe is struck by lightning for 50. Boom. And I'm using lots of magic. Still think this one's better though. I really need a prime. I'm using the attack so much. I really need a primary attack. This one is a defensive retribution one. After you take damage, the foe who struck you is hit by lightning, and 50% of the time, a second time by lightning. And it can happen up to 3 times, 100 each. Not bad, but the point is to avoid being struck. So I tend to take these retribution ones after I've gotten everything else I want. So let's go with this one. 2 things.
Some limestone.
Okay, limestone and myrtle, I guess. Or iris. I can't remember what grows where. Ooh, this is tempting. This is a tough choice. Double ash, that would be really nice, but it's not going to help me on this run. And I'm in rather trouble in this run. So let's go here instead and see if I can find something to heal. Go to the shop. Okay. Nothing to help heal me, but a Demeter boon and some armor. Okay, some temporary hit points. I will take that.
Charon set up shop.
Even the faintest river current in the underworld bears willingly the boatman of the dead, wheresoever he may please.
Any river. Okay, not just the Styx.
I'm grateful he made the trip.
Okay, I'm tempted to put down my money for all of these. Greater magic's going to help with the amount I'm using. Let's start here.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, the sprinting gust or the cast gust. I don't yet have a sprint, and as I mentioned last video, this one is a real lifesaver in tough battles. So I'm going to get this. As annoying as the sound effect is, this constant effect. Gonna get the armor. That'll
Protected.
That'll give me some additional temporary hit points. And I think I've changed my mind. I'm gonna save my money. I'm not gonna get that. So double ash or double bones. Need ash, ash, ash.
Got you.
See how nice that lightning boon, the ranged attack on the cast circle is. You can afford you a lot more flexibility in where you're striking from. That's why I said before, I whenever possible, I prioritize absolutely top either this particular boon or Hestia's equivalent. Okay, well, the random boon that gained rarity that time was the ether. No, it was the which one? You just told me. It was this one, Ionic Gain. And, like I said, I don't care. From 10 seconds to 9 seconds. No, I don't care. So that's a bit of a waste, but can't control it. Yes, double ash. Really triple ash thanks to that Poseidon boon. Poseidon, coin, or heart? Definitely Poseidon. I don't think... No, that's right. I think it would have told me if there's anything else to find. Okay, that was tidily handled.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Alright. This one, again, it's only valuable for the first 10 seconds, and I'm not a rush player by any means. Not really using Omega Cast still, so this one, each and every Omega move, including the strikes that are occurring every third shot, also launch that wide wave, does damage, costs 5 magic, I'll take it. 5 additional magic.
Come in.
Okay, shop again because Scylla awaits after the next stream. Let's try again. I have enough coin to get some good stuff if I can get some. Okay. Yeah, alright, this will do me.
You, my lord.
I can get a boon and then not a healing one, a permanent boon, a permanent max health, not permanent, beyond the run, but a total max health raise, which also serves to heal me for that much, so that's nice. Start with Poseidon. this is the other really nice one to get early in a run. Rather late in the run right now, but these two I just don't care for at all, so let's do it anyway. Okay, we're going to buy a Centaur Heart from 29 out of 50 to 54.75, so good all around. And off to see Skilla again. Okay, wish me luck.
Now we're ready. How did you like our latest song, lady? Be honest, there's no right or wrong answer, okay? We thrive on feedback from our fans.
Something tells me there is a wrong answer.
If you seek feedback from your fans, ask them. As for me, I felt the chorus was catchy enough, but the lyrics and their disturbing themes were rather distracting.
That song, once again, was I'm Gonna Claw Out Your Eyes and Drown You to Death. I can see how that would be disconcerting.
Disturbing? Distracting? Compelling! That's what good music is. That's what Skilla and the Sirens are. As for our song, you'll understand it better if you give it another listen.
Okay.
This song's called Chronicle.
Okay, this is not the Claw Your Eyes Out song. And I prefer this one, to be honest. I don't like the Claw Eyes Out song that much. Oh dear, that was really poorly done on my part. Broke through my armor. I'm just saving the hex for when they wake up again. Yet again, I'm going to save my, not that I need to, I'm using magic so much, but still, save the hex for when all the fish come out. Just now. Okay.
Sing about that.
Far from flawless, but not bad. Not bad, especially given the way I was playing earlier. What Codex or Book of Shadows entry did I get? Okay, Skilla. A witch cursed her, you know. Let's try that again. A witch cursed her, you know. To look the way she does, though not to be the way she is. Her disposition is of her own choice, but her dislike for witches is worthy of note. She has a partnership with other loathsome daughters of the deep, but they can sing. You have to give them that. I think the first delivery was better the first time. A witch cursed her, you know. Sorry, those things are important to me. Okay, let's pick up my pearl. and disappoint the fan.
We'll have another show tomorrow night.
Sorry, Chief. And here we go down. Okay,
No
heal up,
sirens, thank the gods.
heal up here. Okay, here comes the big question. Is Eris going to hamper us yet again?
Where to from here? Trouble. Oh, great.
Alright, folks, well, I didn't realize I was this far ahead of where the game wants me to be, but here she is again, so I'm afraid I'm going to do the same thing as last time. I again apologize for the frustration. I'm going to allow myself to be killed by Cerberus if I reach that far. Yeah, I've said it a number of times, and I will continue to do so. My point here is the story treatment, not the blitz through and find the end treatment. So, sorry, but, you know, what can you do? I mean, I guess I could do differently, but I'm not going to.
What's all the commotion anyway, huh? Chronos started bashing on Olympus again, sure. But it's not like you have to go after him now, do you? Believe me, I'd much rather stay and chit-chat with you than sully my hands in Titan blood. But you have a choice, Eris. You can help me finish this rather than hinder me. You know, babe, when you're right, you're right. You've given me a lot to chew on. Now you chew on this.
Great.
My work here's done. Curses.
Well, at least I get some psyche out of this. Okay, I'm guessing it's the same debuff as before. Yep. Okay, well, get another good look at the Fields of Mourning. And this next room will give me a hammer and some magic.
Corrupted shades.
That one has a kind of tractor beam breath that brings you in. Big one. This is one of those freebies. Okay. 50% more of them because of the first of those Poseidon boons I got. Okay, now I think... Yes. No, this is not it. I'll get this.
In you go.
Alright, now I
Should be able
believe...
to revive that power.
Yes, because of the one incantation I activated last time at the cauldron, I can now make use of these. The golden petals usually lead you there, and once you use them... Yep, it shows you exactly where you need to go to get both the rewards, both large and small. I already picked up the small ones, so they're not showing on the map. But for larger maps, that's a real godsend. Pun not intended. But they do not show you outcroppings, things like these, reagents and whatnot. Just the blessings, rather the rewards from the room, large and small. So let's get this glass rock.
Some glass rock.
And let's open up the hammer and fight off the enemies. Looks like we got one of those darkness creatures. These things are interesting. They shoot when you... Oh, I'm backed into a corner. They shoot thorns out in the direction opposite to which they're hit, so I can kind of use them to pepper enemies. Okay. Second hammer upgrade is going to be... Okay, attack split into two the first time they strike someone. Specials plus 100 damage to armor. Attacks linger, blah blah. We've seen this one already, or we saw the text for it. Let's get this one. Attack split in two the first time they strike. Cool.
My silver shines.
And the second reward. I went ahead and used an Omega cast there. See how it's splitting into two and hurting multiple enemies now. Cool.
Okay.
Plus 30
I think
magic.
I'm finished here.
Right, so, okay. Trying to remember. Let's it's usually beneficial to get lots and lots of boons of the same um, deity, unless you've got a certain Arcana card activated. We'll talk about that because they often synergize. So, for example, this is doing blitz damage. I could find something from Zeus's that enhances the blitz. So it's often good to primarily base boons around one Olympian. Don't quote me on that, though. I'm sure there are much more intricate strategies that say otherwise. Okay,
Out of the way, Phantom.
that's the Phantom again, right?
Get shocked.
It's not the most creative challenge or insult.
Need to recharge. Drink that up.
Okay, so this time the Demeter boon randomly chose my attack boon to rarefy. Very nice. And got a Book of Shadows entry for the Phantom. Oh, a new tab, Stygian Dangers. Oh, no, sorry, not a new tab, but I did get a few more. Oh, just looked like a new tab because it was sitting alone. These escaped me. Okay, so the pinheads are these tiny little fish. No telling how many varieties of sea-dwelling beasts spawn uncontrollably in that dark abyss. Neither could you explain why some are full enough to burst forth from the water to our suffocating air. And shellbacks, these annoying ones. Gurgling undersea monsters, all clacking claws and sturdy shells no sword or spear could pierce. What made them thus? You know that they belong within Poseidon's realm, not underneath the earth. Yeah, so who's writing this codex still? I'm wondering. You know that I have a theory, actually, hypothesis, and I have read no spoilers about the end. In fact, I am very carefully avoiding the spoilers. I could have continued my original game, the one where I've completed all the pre-release content, and just immediately used that to explore the end game of the actual formal release, but I have not done that. I do not want to do that. I want to experience it for the first time afresh, along with you. But I have a theory about what's going on here. I'm not going to say it yet, because I don't want to inadvertently spoil anyone, but we'll see. Or we won't see. I'll let you know more if appropriate. Okay, so that's these two, and then the Phantom. Blood is the essence of life. Isn't that Ecclesiastes or one of the books? A relatively potent substance, useful for a prolonged living or for a variety of incantations. It is a delectable beverage as well for demons of a certain disposition. These apparitions sometimes haunt the surface, where blood exists in relatively ample supply, but even they fear the break of dawn, so in their cowardice they huddle in the underworld, harboring an ever-growing thirst. Yeah, it does kind of, more than kind of, look and sound quite a bit like a classic vampire. I have a lesson, in fact, for my language students about the history of vampiricism, starting in the Baltic region, or in India originally, and moving across the Baltic regions up into the Slavic regions. And the blood is the life is the blood is a line out of the Bible. I think it's Ecclesiastes, but I also think the scholar got that wrong. I think it's another book where that originally appears. You can let me know, anyone who's a Bible scholar. Anyway, okay. Moving on and returning to the boon that I just got.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, a duo boon. Did not receive any dialogue for this one, but okay, the blitz effects and that's the lightning effect, that the delayed lightning damage. Also inflicts Scorch whenever they deal damage to the tune of 160 Scorch damage. Yes, please. I would absolutely love to take that.
The might of the heavens.
Lovely. And got a point of interest here.
The dead are as innumerable as the sprigs of wheat within the mourning fields, but do not make for the most satisfying sustenance for the unspeakable monstrosities therein.
The dead have suffered enough.
So this phantom is not real keen on eating the dead, despite basing itself here. Okay. Oh, all right. We got one of the NPCs to speak to here. Alrighty, let's see who it is.
Someone there.
Someone there. Someone there. Someone there.
I mean you no harm.
Who could this be? Repeating my words back to me ever more faintly.
I mean you no harm. You no harm. No harm. No harm.
Oh, look at this.
That makes two of us. What ails you, Shade? Is there something I could do to ease your burden?
I could ease your burden. Your burden. Your burden.
Some kind of stone-colored individual here, a shade, so a dead spirit or a spirit of a dead person. Interesting. You're repeating back my words to me. Plaintive echoes. Only others can give voice to her desires, but she, in turn, can lend them potency. So you've probably already guessed it. Who we have here is Echo, the nymph who fell in love with Narcissus, and was heartbroken and pined away at his rejection. Okay. So Echo, who is echoing, I believe she pined away, the story goes, so thoroughly that her body, her mind, her soul just all faded away until all that remains was her voice. And that's where echoes come from, according to the mythological take on it. So she has some quite interesting boons. Okay. I can, this one, survive. I can replace all spent uses of Death Defiance, so I replenish my lost one, with one that restores 50% of health and magic, then less and less. And I take this to mean that if I were missing, say if I were down multiple Death Defiances, each one that is restored to me is less and less potent. Pretty nice. Fight. Gain 50% max health and max magic based on their limits, but lose 5% of this after each location. So like an Echo, it worsens, it weakens through time. And evade, the same thing as before. 50% dodge chance, which is massive, by the way. Dodge basically allows you to automatically avoid any damage, but 2% of it is gone each time you dodge. Right, it doesn't really matter, because again, I'm going to allow Cerberus to defeat me. I really hate to do that. I don't want to do that, but I'm going to. And so let's get this one, just because it will hopefully help me reach Cerberus in the first place.
I don't know who you are, but thanks.
So I guess technically I spoiled that for you all. I apologize if so, but it was hardly a hard guess here. It was right in the title of this NPC, her name, Echo. So you can see a stone-ish heart here representing Echo's restored Death Defiance. And what did we have up here? Flower. Oh, wow, geez, these two? This is a no-brainer.
Looking for several different points.
Okay. Usually the first thing I do is make a beeline for one of those boughs, those trees. Because then I can find everything immediately, including all the minor stuff. Ugh, those thorns. Okay. can't seem to stay away from the thorns.
Hear me, on my authority.
Replaces Zeus's lightning cast with a freeze one. I might take that, except this adds more to an already nice cast. Otherwise, I would take that trade. But why do that when I can add something to one that's already good?
Where are the other two?
Well, here's one. Went right for it that time. Usually I just wait to whittle down the others, but Why is that firing in the opposite direction? Am I being that careless?
Couldn't do it.
Alright, got Book of Shadows entry here. To smackers, these things. Who can say whence our emotions arise? Demons sometimes surely are to blame, not exclusively for negative sentiments, though more often than not. In the Fields of Mourning, now growing uncontrollably just outside Tartarus, negative emotions run high and demons run rampant. Okay, anything else? I saw this one last time. Okay. Get my cast up, this up, which again is just 1 second more, no thank you. Lightning Lance up, okay, yeah, more damage is good, but the real value of that is the instantaneous ranged effect, and this doesn't affect that at all. This is a better damage increaser than this one, so yes.
One left.
Oh, right here. Alright, and the evil, I forgot I was wielding the evil eye. This evil eye from Erebus, the keepsake, leveled up from plus 20 to plus 25 damage to the last foe that vanquished me, which again is the infernal beast Cerberus.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Oof, priming 50 is big. That's a lot of magic gone. But again, the ether font really really mitigates that. And suddenly all my strikes bounce around as chain lightning up to 4 times, doing this much damage to foes around. That's pretty nice when you've got lots of enemies arrayed against you. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to fall very, very shortly. So sure. Well, yeah, alright, why not? It's fine.
That was all of them.
Okay, so that magic bow also shows me where the exit trees are. Mightily handy. Mighty handy. Okay, and this is a minor one. You'll have to forgive my slips and my mental lapses here. All my playing time is generally from between about midnight and 2 a.m. because of my jobs and the baby and stuff. So I'm not always at my sharpest or most eloquent. But so it goes. Alright, so this is the room before Cerberus. Let's get here, this one on the off chance that there's some ashes or something I can buy to take home. No such luck.
Good to see you here, my lord.
Well, let's just buy some things anyway. Why not? Okay. Alright, I'm going to, again, allow myself to be slain once more. And then before the next video, I'm going to carefully try to check online to see what the deal is, because I do not remember ever facing Eris this many times with this debuff before, in all my playthroughs before. And I want to make sure I'm not assuming, like, maybe I'm supposed to bust through to the next region suffering her curse before it goes away, or something like that. So I don't want to keep you folks in a state of suspense longer than I need to. I will do it this one last time and then check. And if I'm able to find something, I'll let you know next video. Otherwise, I am going to be stubborn and infuriating and keep doing it until she no longer appears. Oh, that's a nice effect. The weak gets cut down. Alright, so let's go and die.
You'll soon feel better, Cerberus, I swear.
Let's at least put on a good show, though, huh? Oh, not for long, then, probably. He's tough. Okay, so here's the Death Defiance from, there we go.
Return to Shadow now.
That probably would have happened in any case, to be honest. I was not at my best this run.
We'll fix this, Cerberus.
And as I said last time, I'm going to go ahead and get all of the dialogues here before ending the video. The thought being that that kind of works a little better. These dialogues respond to the run that had just happened, so it's more natural to include them in the same video than split them into a different one. It's going to make for a shorter video than my last few, but that's maybe not necessarily a bad thing. Freenos, please make me feel better.
That was my family's dog. It has to be. I have to help him.
Yeah. Okay. No more brooding. Come on, I want to brood. Alright.
Moonlight guide you.
I'm staying right here. What would you say is the most frightening thing you've encountered out there lately, Mel? It's important for someone in my position to keep up with the latest on this front.
The position she's referring to is someone who haunts. She is a haunting ghost.
Well, I'd have to go with the raging infernal beast guarding the only viable way into Tartarus. Absolutely massive, countless sharp fangs, 3 fire-spitting maws. Though he's also my family's dog.
You had me going. Well, if you're telling me there's nothing scarier out there than a pet dog, it means I've got no competition. Time to rest on these laurels some more.
Please make yourself comfortable.
All that you see is my domain.
Alright. Okay, here's that faded list of minor prophecies. I think I actually forgot to return up here and check one that I had fulfilled before I finished the last video. I realized that between videos and then forgot it once again. But fortunately, there's no time limit, no statute of limitations on these things. Let's check this point first.
The last wheel of the 3 fates, those reclusive determiners of all that is to come, is now under the Princess of the Underworld's care.
With their aid, we may have a chance.
Last will. That sounds kind of ominous. Alright, let's foresee.
Interesting.
Okay, so 2 new ones appeared, the ones marked with an exclamation mark, and this one I'm able to fulfill. And this is the one I must have fulfilled at the end of the last video. The daughter of the god of the dead shall increase her grasp to 14 at her altar. She shall discover how after unlocking more arcana, if not sooner. I'm up to 16, in fact, and my reward for that is 2 nightshade berries. Nightshade seeds to plant down in the garden. Let's do it.
Looks like I did it.
And the 2 new ones, Harbinger of
A
Doom.
prophecy concerning doom.
Oh, okay.
I have to find Lord Moros once again and call him here.
Alright. She reads faster than I do, I guess, so I didn't do anything to trigger that. The incantation just popped up, so a new incantation I can be learned at the cauldron, apparently, related to this. The daughter of the god of the dead shall some evening summon our feared emissary to her abode, our being the 3 fates, meaning Moros, to her abode. In a flash she shall realize the incantation to achieve this. And so I did. Alright, so I have to summon Moros and speak with him. Looks like he going to be seeing more of him. The reward for that would be +1 nectar. And finally, the Invoker. The daughter of the god of the dead shall cast 10 incantations from the Crossroads cauldron. I'm already at 8. And for that, ooh, nice, 25 psyche is the reward. Okay, very nice. Let's see. Oh. Nice, that's a short snippet of the song that she and Artemis sang together here the previous evening. No Artemis this time, but nice callback there.
No use.
Okay, nothing there still. Oh, okay. Seems we have found our first dialogue. Someone, they're not speaking to Melinoë directly, but we're going to overhear or listen in on a talk.
Welcome, Lord Charon.
Listen. So Charon is here. Okay. And is talking to Hecate. What are they going to talk about?
These shipments shall be very valuable to us. We remain, as ever, in your debt, Charon. May swift Hermes hasten your voyages across the realms, wherever he may be. And until we meet again, shadows conceal you.
Thank you for the supplies, my lord.
Okay. So, oh, this is new, I think, to the 1.0 release. These little dialogue bubbles that indicate further interaction, further dialogue that we don't get to hear. That's nice. Nice touch. So, okay, Charon is well known to Hecate and the witches, works with them, and another reference to Hermes being missing. Interesting. And I guess he's bringing shipments here now, and that must relate to the gift he gave me earlier, some privileged access to his specialty goods. Okay, and what's at the cauldron? At least the one new incantation, maybe others.
I think I know how I can do the bidding of the fates.
Okay, total of 3 new ones, but this first one concerning Moros I don't yet have the reagents for. I need 1 nightshade and 3 fate fabric. Okay. Okay, not yet. The other 2, let's start with this one, Forget Me Not. Improve your memory. For the cost of 1 moly, you can press the right mouse button on recipes for an at-a-glance reminder of which resources you need. While witchcraft often demands careful memorization, there are tools as well as spells to aid with this. Okay, this is basically the game letting you track what you need to fulfill the goals you want. So I'll show you right now, actually. For Doomed Beckoning. Oh, wait, of course I have to recite this incantation before I gain its benefits. Okay, let's do it, and then I'll show you. So a new prophecy appeared, was fulfilled, but I think appeared. We'll check that in a moment. But now you'll see.
Oh, cauldron.
Okay, I can go to this one, which I don't yet have the reagents for. And if you look down at the bottom slightly right, I can't show you, it'll disappear. A forget-me-not. I can set a forget-me-not for this with the right click.
I'll keep this in mind.
And then the game will make it very clear whenever I find a reagent or have the opportunity to obtain a reagent necessary for this. So it's like basically highlighting something and making sure you don't forget it and get lost in all the reagents. Convenient. Let's look at the other one. Divination of the Elements. 5 Psyche. No, not my precious Psyche. Reveal hidden elemental affinities of various boons. Olympians will offer boons that use these. The world's near-limitless possibilities are composed of a scarce few elementary particles. Okay, this is rather complicated to describe, but this will make it possible to find in various ways, various areas out there, little bits of the elements, like a essence of water, essence of fire, that kind of thing, that sometimes the Olympians will offer boons that require a minimum of those little particles, or that increase in power the more you have those little particles. And you'll see what I mean. I'll say more about it when I encounter them out there. So 5 Psyche, yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Within the boons of Mount Olympus, I would see their elemental essences, my victory.
Felt your words.
All right. And that fulfilled one of the prophecies. Must have been the one that asks me to recite 10 incantations. Okay, so the only thing left here for now is Doomed Beckoning, which I can't get yet, but I've tied a string around my finger. I don't know if people still do that. That's very old-fashioned. Reminds me of It's a Wonderful Life and poor Uncle Billy. Okay, well, let's go back up to the faded list.
There's
Okay.
something new here.
Yeah, this is the one I just completed. It gives me 25 Psyche. Yeah, it makes up for it.
An inevitability.
And then a new one. Note to self. The daughter of the god of the dead shall clear any 3 forget-me-nots after acquiring the resources being tracked. So basically rewarding you for setting those strings around your finger and then completing them and untying them. All right, it's worth 25 Psyche. Why not? Okay. Let's go back down and check out. Okay, so we got
There's
this.
something by the broker.
Got this new thing, and let's see if the broker's. Okay, so very good. This is letting me know that to complete that incantation, I need a fate fabric. Here you go. Don't forget. So yeah, I think I needed 3 fate fabrics. Have I forgotten that quickly? They each cost 60. 60 bones though. So I've already got 1. I would need to purchase 2 more. And still the nectar on sale. All right, let me go double check the requirement, but first let's check this out.
Special order privileges from Lord Charon himself.
Okay, so I can purchase these now, his special wares. Ashes, 20 of them. Psyche, 80 of it. And 10 fate fabrics. Again, here's a reminder that I need this. And this tells me how much I have now. And this is the price of each. And this is one of those cards that he gave me that I will earn with every 1,000 gold spent. So though you can't take gold with you, if you spend it all, that gets tracked between your attempts and earns you these cards. So I need 1 card for the Ashes, 2 for the Psyche, 3 for the Fate Fabric. All right, yeah, let's go ahead and get this. Why not? And these are the amount of time necessary, 20 units, 30, 40, for the shipment to be delivered. So, okay, let's get the low-hanging fruit. Why not?
Order approved.
Oh, okay, another prophecy foretold. But hang on, let me.
It'll be worth the wait.
Dang. Okay, I think the game labeled those whiles. Those units of time are called countable noun whiles, I suppose. You can check back in the video to confirm that that's what I saw. So that's kind of neat. Not really a noun you put an S on to make it a noun. Okay, 1 second. Great. So we're just going to have to wait for that. And again, those whiles pass while you complete runs and do other things. Odysseus.
Salutations.
I once was desperate to hear the siren's song. I barely resisted their temptations. Of course, I was merely mortal. Perhaps you're less susceptible to their allure.
So he's talking about those sirens. I told you he has history with them.
Perhaps. At any rate, I fail to see the appeal. Although it's possible the sirens were better off without Scylla. She seems rather bossy.
She's a menace. Caught half a dozen of my crew like she'd a separate set of teeth for each of the poor lads. We'd little choice but to pray to the gods and sail on. Tell her hello for me.
Did the gods answer your call at least?
For the most part.
What a rogue. Okay.
Nemesis on break, I guess.
Just as well. Not a fan of her at the moment, still. Okay, cool.
How have my favorite creatures been surviving recently?
So you can see the nightshade seeds I planted have now grown. So I'm admiring them with that, and now I can harvest them.
Full bloom.
And I believe that is my very first nightshade. Yes, it's under a greenery, the greenery tab. Nightshade, mostly used with incantations involving obscurity and death, grown in the Crossroads using nightshade seeds. Its cup-shaped flowers are highly toxic, yet do have their uses. Yes, all right. And let's see, can I plant anything? Yes, and this is telling me that I need what this will grow into. I believe I still need some nightshade in order to get that one incantation I've bookmarked, or forget me nodded. Let's make that a verb. So I'll go ahead and plant 1
Into the earth you go.
and 2. And they'll be up in 5 whiles. Sounds funny. That's a new change, I believe. Or maybe not. Maybe I just didn't pay attention last time. One thing about recording these videos, they really make you appreciate and pay attention to everything. I don't remember these scrawls on the stones here. This is kind of fun. These may be references to things. Okay, cool. Perhaps ancient Greek things I do not know. Interesting. Maybe it's just the shades having a bit of fun. Good. Oh, did something appear here? Yes. Yes, a new one that I haven't fulfilled yet. Weight in gold. The daughter of the god of the dead shall redeem 5 of those cards, those Obal cards worth of Charon's gold rewards. The gain is 150 bones. Cool. Alright, looks like that's it up here. Although, no, let me check. Yeah, so I have the 1 nightshade I need. I just need 3 fabrics. Fate fabric. So if I wanted to, I could purchase those right now. And, yeah. Alright, why not? Why not? Let's go get the fate fabric here. I have enough to buy both of them. 1,
I've news of that.
2. This indicates that it's changed to blue, or green, whatever. Looks like blue-green. So that means it's been fulfilled. I should now be able to recite this and clear this forget-me-not, which is part of fulfilling another quest. Alright, let's beseech Moros to reappear in accordance with the will of the 3 fates. The 3 fates believe there is more for their brother to do now that their list is delivered. So more than just a messenger or errand boy. Let's do it.
Let's begin. Hear me, O Doom. Hear my voice from afar. I need beseech you wherever you are. Where are you, Lord Moros?
So it goes at times.
Okay, obviously that's not going to be for nothing. I guess on a later night he will appear, summoning Doom itself. That's that might not be the most popular move around here. But all right. So we cleared that forget-me-not. Cool. Down to the training grounds. More to do at the altar.
What say the ashes?
Okay, do I have enough? Nope. Still not enough psyche. Although I would have, I think, if I hadn't spent the psyche before. So I'm still full up at 16. I've got the ashes to buy new things and expose new things. But let's save them until I can actually add some things. Right, although this may be worth deactivating some. Okay, yeah, I'm actually need to close this video up. Press for time. I've got something coming up. So rather than explain and do some of the shuffling I would need to do to implement some of these, let's save that for a future one. And for now, we're okay. We've got our full 16. We're not doing bad at all. We'll come back to this next time. What's this?
A death-like pallor emanates now from the arms of night, or one of them at least. Their fate-wrought thirst to separate immortal souls laid bare.
The gathering of ancient bones.
And this is a reference to the Grave Thirst ability, which now we see is surrounding the Witch's Staff, the Skjora, as an aura. So that will be the weapon I use next time.
She has returned.
Yes, she has.
There's something up with those nocturnal arms of yours. A certain aura that's surrounding one of them. The Grave Thirst.
Skelemius doubles as kind of making things obvious to everyone, to the player.
A relatively simple incantation. I expected there was more to the connection between Knight's weapons and the dead. No wonder you can see it too.
Come now, not like I need eyes on the back of my cranium, but I can feel it in my bones. Want more bones yourself, just use a weapon with the thirst.
Whenever possible.
All right. I think that is going to close it. Nothing new waits for me here. There would be an exclamation mark. I do believe, actually, let's check this out.
What's that one do?
Yeah, this is the new one. A gold purse. The Charon's keepsake. Just plus 100 gold for the night. Simple, easy peasy when you equip it. But I will think about that next time. I actually have to go now, so good timing all around. Thanks once again for watching. I'm going to check into that whole Eris bit and see if it's truly necessary for me to be as stubborn about the killing myself as I have been. And regardless, I will see you next time, I hope, for the next video. Thank you for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe, and be well and have fun if you're starting to play the game yourself. Until next time.